Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4. And in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, we're going to be doing the Spider Roadster series of events and the beginner league or whatever. And we're going to be using the Honda S2000 again because it is a convertible. We all know that much. Last episode we did the FR challenge and we were awarded with this Nissan Skyline 2000 GT from 1967. And it's got 123 horsepower. I want to try using this in the 1000 miles series, which is like Europe events and stuff. That first I have to get the license for that. But at this moment, we've gotten Sunday Cup, FF Challenge, FR Challenge done, and then of course the Clubman Cup and professional events. So go down here. This is where Spider Roadster is. It's 3 races, but they're paying a good bit more than the races were at FR Challenge. 3,000 for 3 races, which means we'll be making 9,000 in total, at the least, going through this episode. Who knows if like maybe they bring some cars in there that are better than this one, and I got to do the races multiple times. I know we'll have it because beginner events. S2000 should be good for beginner events. First up is Twin Ring Motegi East Short Course. We've been racing at this one a lot. The interesting thing is that this is Spider and Roadster for all these convertible vehicles, and yeah, Bmw Z4. You've got my car, the Nissan 350Z Roadster. I've never seen an Opel Speedster actually open, but it's like they never race with them open, even though this is specifically for vehicles that can do that. I don't think they do that unless it's like tarmac rally. I already have the driving assist off because it's the same car from last race. How is the Opel Speedster in this series of events whenever I was getting my butt kicked by it in the Mazda 6, and I have a car with like just like 246 horsepower. It's like 50 less than what my Mazda 6 had. I'm just so confused now. I also really love the Nissan Zs in this game. Whenever I had Gran Turismo 3, it was just a concept at the time, and I didn't like it in that game. I didn't like the color, didn't like how it handled. I think it might have still been better than the RX-8 concept in that game, although the RX-8 concept was much better looking. I think after a few years, the Nissan Z had a better look to it, better shape, better everything than the RX-8. We're up right behind him, and we're going to sneak around him on the outside of this curve. What's interesting is that at the start of the race, my car just turned dead right. That's used PlayStation 2 controller things. I mean, I would have just bought a new DualShock 2 whenever I needed one, but I really wanted one that was silver. That was the Alfa Romeo, the Spider-Man car. See, we're right here behind the Opel Speedster, and I'm not even shifting through the gears properly. Focus on looking at this interesting color of a car. It's not exactly red, it's like magenta. So if I had just bought this used car instead of trying to bother with the Mazda 6, would I have done a lot better in the Clubman Cup? I'm curious to know that. Like, this has got significantly less horsepower. Is this a different Opel Speedster? I have no idea. And past the MG TF 160. You know, whenever I'm done driving this car, probably after this episode, because I've been using it for the past couple of them, I'm gonna miss it. I could probably get an S2000 race car of some kind. I'm gonna want that one. LM race car. There's our first 3,000 credits, which brings us up to 16,000. Okay, the second race is at Trial Mountain Reverse. We haven't even raced at the forward version yet, what the hell? Of course, another Nissan Z Roadster, Toyota MR2 GTS. I forgot that car came in a version like that. Fiat Barchetta Giovanni 2. I have no idea what that car is. I mean, I know what a Fiat is, but another Opel Speedster and a Lotus Elise. Those were both like my main rivals whenever I was in Clubman Cup. Of course, the Elise was always a 111R or whatever. This is just like a regular Elise. It's probably not even that good. I never took note if like the Speedster that I was going against was different than this one. I mean, it could be, or maybe it's just the exact same car. This is just a well-set car compared to that super tuned-up Mazda 6 that I had. Whoa! Oh my god. I will say this much. My controller was constantly vibrating whenever I was driving the Speed 6, despite how much I tuned it. This one, at no point does it vibrate whatsoever going through the gears. But whenever I mash the brakes, it vibrates a little bit. I go over the curbs, it's vibrating. Ugh. And for a second I thought I had already passed the Speedster. And I guess I was passing a different car and I thought that's what it was. I hate this. Like, look, we all got our freaking tops on it and everything. Why can't we take them off? Spider Roadster Challenge. They put that feature in the game, but they don't put it here. Like the best place it should be. We're already up to the lead and we're not even halfway through a lap of the track. Now, if you've seen me play Gran Turismo 3, then you know what Trial Mountain looks like. It's really not that different in this game, if you ask me. It seems quite the same. I don't know what they changed. They might have adjusted some graphics and stuff, so that'd make it look different, but it looks almost exactly the same to me. On the brakes into third gear, second gear, whatever you say, game. I'm just doing what you tell me to. Okay. Shifting up. I mean, shift down to second gear, but I never really got down to a speed where I wasn't at the top of second gear. Sometimes I'm really confused. Like, I'm slowing down and it's telling me to stay in a certain gear, but I don't know if I should shift down myself because I've slowed down too much. We're already up to almost a 4-second lead. I'm getting tight out of the tunnel. It's a pretty damn fast lap around Trial Mountain. Reverse for an S2000, if you ask me. Okay, now that I'm done sucking and being dumb and all of the above, that's the end of our second race. I only got one race left. That was a 97-point race. But I won it by 8 seconds? 10 seconds. Golly, I gained 3 seconds in the last 2 corners. And that 3,000 gets us up to 19,000. And our final race of this episode is Infineon Raceway, the sports car course. This is the version that they race at now in the NASCAR Cup Series. I think they started doing that like 2019, right? But they also have the stock car version of the course in this game, so I was able to get keen on both versions of the track with all the different cars in this game before they even started going there in the NASCAR Cup Series. So I was all set and ready for NASCAR Heat 4 whenever that game came out. The Opel Speedster is starting first. Ooh, I don't like the sound of that because I know that's a pretty good car. I don't know how the AI are at this track, though. It might not matter if he's not even that good. Peugeot 206 starting second. Mazda MX-5 Miata starting third. I'm surprised we didn't see that car in almost every race because it's like the most popular convertible ever, or one of the most for sure. Mercedes SLK starting fourth, and a navy blue BMW Z4 starting fifth. I love the Z4, and I want to see the navy blue. Oh yes, I dig that. Who says that shit anymore? Who says I dig that? I'm the most non-millennial ever. Or maybe I'm just nowhere near Gen Z if I'm still millennial. I'm like Dale Reynolds levels of millennial. I don't know how else to put it. He's probably be watching this Let's Play by the time it starts coming out and to be able to hear that. Oh my god. I got mega loose. This car likes to get loose. The back end likes to fly all over the place. I know it's rear drive, but god damn it. The thing slides all over the place. It's got this specific kind of weight. Like there's a lot bigger in the back and smaller in the front. For sure the engine is up front, but the back is bigger. Okay, there's the Miata. A lovely blue color. We go on the inside off the corner, up to third gear. See, I didn't know that this, what is it, the Peugeot? Yeah, the Peugeot 206, I didn't know that it had a convertible. I mean, this isn't a convertible, but I guess it's still a Roadster. It's got this, why are you being such a dipshit? It's got this bed-like thing to the back of it. It's an absolutely hideous way to design a car, but it's probably still a really good car. I need to get to that Opel Speedster. I just automatically assumed that this is a series of races for convertibles, but some are convertibles and some are roadsters, and some are spiders. I don't know the difference between them all. My car does not like S-curve shit like that. I just lost a ton of time on the Opel Speedster. I finish this lap up. I'm going to focus the absolute crap on making a perfect lap to catch that guy, so I ain't got to do this race twice. And if we do, it's for the best. I get extra credits. Oh my god. You figure I know this track better. I'd be doing everything better right now, but I'm not used to driving this car on it. Just completely missing corners and sliding over the place. I didn't know whether it'd be at the top of third gear or the bottom of fourth gear going through the S's. But, hear the wonderful sounds of this car one last time for a full lap. Okay, I had to correct and keep the car from wrecking. He was just being as rude as possible and not being a good sport, I guess. That's the best way to put it. That's the Gran Turismo AI. We're very capable. We've got the speed. We've got that slight edge. Yeah, I got an extra 1,000 credits. So let's go do that again. And maybe I'll beat him this time. I feel like the worst part of all that was that every time I went into the S's, I was just not in a good position going through it. I would come in from the wrong angle and that would cause me to fuck it up. Like if I just stayed right behind this guy coming to the end of the S's, then I would have been able to pass him in the last corner on the final lap. Fun and exciting stuff. Instead I tried passing him in the last turn of the S's instead of after it, and that wasn't going to work. I nearly wrecked the car and I decided to correct it instead of trying to keep pushing and sliding ahead of him. I gotta go this other lap. Now we're done with Spider and Roadster. Now we got an extra 1,000 credits out of it. I don't want to be mad that I had to do the race twice. Got extra credits. How can you say that this is 48 points, easy race, but then it takes 2 tries? Everything else was a piece of cake. And there's our last 3,000 credits for the episode, up to 23,000. It was originally going to be 22,000, you know it. For completing Spider and Roadster, what do we get? Chrysler Prowler. Dang, I found out this car existed whenever I was like 6 years old. I mean, first of all, there was like something like a magazine or newspaper with Spider-Man where he's like trying to decide what car he wants to buy. I remember that much. And then there was like a Marvel collection of like Matchbox cars that I had. And one of them was this one. I don't remember what like Marvel character was on the paint job, but still. I'm starting to have a lot of cars in here. I mean, 7 is not a lot for a Gran Turismo game, but still, like Honda, Mazda, Volkswagen, Nissan, Chrysler. I have 3 Mazdas and I can't sell any of them. I could get rid of them. I feel like I'd be stupid if I did that, but I don't plan to use any of them again, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of them. every car I have right now has a sell price. That is a really good thing. But I mean, I don't want to sell the Skyline. I want to see if I can use that in 1,000 miles. And then there's the Lupo. There's a Lupo Cup. I don't have the license for it. I don't even know if this would be a good Lupo for that. I probably want an actual Lupo Cup car, but you know, still should keep it around. This S2000, if I ever have to go money grinding, it would be good to take it back to that the Roadster series of events. This Prowler, it's a really weird car. I don't know if I can actually even use it in races. So I should look into that real quickly. It's an American car, American events. You cannot advance past the point because it's a special car. Okay, well, it's accessible in arcade mode, so I can just take it to arcade mode and show you guys me driving. But for now, I'm gonna sell it because it's money. I need money, so we're gonna go get some money. And it's worth a lot, it's 10,000 credits. We back up to 33,000 again. I was bankrupt 2 episodes ago. Oh God, that is intimidating looking from the front. And it's still not as good of a yellow car as the other one was. I mean, as far as color goes. This is more of a gold yellow than regular yellow. I don't know if this is even as good as the Mazda 6 that I had in the first place, but yep, I'm selling that. And so we are at 33,387. Find out what car I buy to use in some event in the next episode. And that'll be part 7 tomorrow. See you next time. That's that, and episode over.